You like to learn but want to do it quickly? Well, that is our next guest specialty. Evan Lovett wanted to teach his 9-year-old son about LA, but was aware he'd have to do it fast and fun. That inspired him to launch LA in a Minute. It's a series of 60-second videos covering everything from historic landmarks to bats in the City of Angels. And with the elections coming up, he decided to use this forum as a way to educate everyone on the issues before voting. I know that your platform keeps on growing, and I'm really happy that you decided to get the word out that every vote matters.
Every vote does matter, and it's important, and I want to illustrate something. There's 10 million people in Los Angeles County. About 6 million are registered to vote. Only 30% voted in the primary, which means about 1.8 million people.
Wow.
So that's 1.8 million people that are going to decide the fate of Los Angeles for the next 4 years for 10 million people. So it's important. Your vote counts, and your vote really does matter. So get out there and vote.
Let's take a look at one of the props that I think people need to know about the most. Let's start with Prop 31 that deals with banning the sale of flavored tobacco products. Tell us about this one.
Okay, so Prop 31, banning the sale of flavored tobacco products. That was a law that was actually approved by voters in 2020, but tobacco companies gathered enough signatures to make this a referendum on that law before it actually went into place. So what's going to be happening if Prop 31 passes is there will be a ban on flavors, cotton candy, bubblegum, mint, ginger, and menthol. And there's going to be a $250 violation for anybody who sells e-cigarettes, vapes, loose leaf tobacco in any of these flavors. And the main reason why they want this banned is because they say it appeals to kids and can make kids more likely to get addicted to nicotine. However, the no side says it infringes on people's rights to choose what they want to consume. Next
up, Prop 28, arts education funding in public schools, so important. What is this prop all about?
Only 11% of the schools, public schools from kindergarten to 12th grade and community colleges in California have a comprehensive arts program, including arts, theater, music, and only 50% of schools even have classes in any of these disciplines. So what Prop 28 is going to do is earmark 1% of the state general fund for arts and music education for these public schools. Now, it's important to note that taxes will not increase. This general fund already exists, and in fact, 40% of the general fund, as per legislation that passed in 1988, already goes to schools. This would simply put 1 more percent, which would have been $1 billion in this year's budget,
a lot of money,
towards art and theater and music education.
So yes means you want to increase the funding. Increase the funding
for arts and music education in schools. Correct.
All right, and finally, Prop 1. This one deals with abortion and whether to put the right to an abortion and contraception into the state constitution. So, Mr. LA, in a minute, can you break this one down for us?
All right, let's do it. Let's give it a shot. So this is the constitutional right to reproductive freedom. And what this is going to do is enshrine in the California state constitution the right for a woman to have an abortion and have access to contraception. Now, no vote will not change the law, and a yes vote will not necessarily change the law either, but it will put in the Constitution that they will have that right, and future legislations in California cannot unilaterally change that, as they have in some states in the wake of Roe versus Wade being overturned this year.
It's a hot-button issue. So real quick, as we say goodbye, if you vote yes, it means?
Yes means that you will enshrine the the right to have an abortion in the California state constitution, and a no means the law does not change. The California state constitution does not include that language.
Thank you so much for breaking all of these props down for us. You really know your stuff, from politics to the whole city of LA. Thank you so much to Evan. You should follow him on TikTok and Instagram, LA in a Minute. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you
so much.
Go vote. Yes. It's important. All right, LA, it's been a minute.
Yes.